everybody, this is Heather and I'm back with another video. I just wanted to share, I mentioned in my previous layout share this layout, and it is the cover for my project life of my honeymoon, and I wanted to share that project life. You may have seen this in my fall favorites because I did give a glimpse of it, but I wanted to just go through it here on camera. So I can't really zoom out. Well, I guess I can. Look at that. So I will try to do my best to show you this. Hopefully there won't be too much glare. I have a lamp shining directly on it because I can't do it any other way. But anyways, here I go. So on our honeymoon, let me just give you a sort of overview. We did a 2-week camping vacation through the United States. We live in Alberta, Canada, so we drove south through Alberta and down into the States. We drove through Montana and Idaho, and then across the top of Oregon, bottom of Washington, over to the west coast, and then we drove up the west coast like through Oregon, through Washington, and then back into Canada through BC and back to Alberta where we live. So that was a 2-week trip, and we camped along the way. We only stayed in a hotel 2 nights out of those 2 weeks, so the rest of it was camping, which was really fun. So here we are in Waterton. Here's my title card, and this is a restaurant we went to. I'll try to go through this fairly quickly. Just some journaling. Our campground was really beautiful in the mountains, and that's right in our campground. And then the view, beautiful view getting there, and our tent, which we set up for the first time. Next, some of these are 2-page spreads, so you can kind of see how the colors coordinate. We went down the Going to the Sun Road, which is in Glacier National Park, which is Alberta and Montana. Just beautiful views. These pictures turned out amazing, but it's even more amazing to see it in real life. There was waterfalls and cliffs. This is the road right here that goes over the side of a cliff. Forests, which we got lost in and did some off-roading, exploring trails, and just a selfie of us. This page goes beside it, even though it's sort of before and after pictures, so this I thought was hilarious. It's a gas station in Montana where you had to cross the highway to pay for your gas. This was our highway side campground RV park. Whoops, it's falling apart. Some deer we saw. There's a barn back there because it goes with this barn picture, so that's just a sticker there. I included this pamphlet, and I just added a clip at the bottom to keep it in, so you can easily take it out. And then the card behind there is pretty simple. I'll just leave that out. But I do need to fix this for the next side of the page. So here, this is a spread. The colors, I pulled out orange from the sunset pictures using some papers on both sides. So here we are on the road again. This is a bridge, obviously. We saw some really beautiful sunsets. And I thought this was funny because I took a picture of our 2 drinks, Budweiser beer and Jack Daniel's, just a mixed drink. So using this ampersand, I put Bud and Jack, which I think is funny because they're both sort of boys' names. Another lake picture. This is a funny story. I accidentally drank a wasp. Luckily it was dead already, but I spit it out all over the picnic table. So there's the wasp and my spit. And these stickers I thought were hilarious. Survival and incident report. This page, this is a picture that I believe my husband took. It is not a postcard, but it could be. It's so beautiful. And I just put these letter stickers on top. This is just a nice filler card. I love that quote. And Some more beautiful sunset pictures. This card's really cute. Beautiful pictures. My husband took both of these again. Whoops. This was a funny story. We woke up at about 5 in the morning to a sprinkler blasting directly at our tent. So you can see the sprinklers all in the background here, and our entire site is soaking wet. We put our tent where we were supposed to and got wet anyways. It was a good story though, although annoying. Next page. So this is the spread. There's more yellows on this page, yellows and browns. I am a new pocket scrapbooker. It's new to me, so I'm still learning, but I'm having such fun with it. This one I added a tab up here which says map enclosed, so that gives you the clue to pull it out, and then I just put this printer paper map on the back, because I want to include ephemera like that, but it's not necessarily the prettiest thing to look at, so I just hide it behind there. Lovely picture of, as you saw here, this is at Multnomah Falls in Oregon, which was just beautiful. This piece is a transparency piece with cameras on it, and it says capture in gold letters, and then these tokens I got at the gift shop there. Lovely pictures. Whoops, the tokens are gonna fall out. And I just added this because tigers are my favorite, so I wanted to include that beside a picture of me somewhere. And this is really great because I switched to the vertical here because I had a vertical postcard and it fit perfectly in there, and the colors, as you can see, went really well with it as well. So that was a happy accident, I suppose. I tried to include journaling for every spread just so I remember where this was and what we were doing. And I really am enjoying pocket scrapbooking. I find it to be a pretty quick process. A single page takes me longer than a regular 12 by 12 page would, but the amount of pictures that I fit on here is way more than I would ever put on one page of regular scrapbooking, traditional. So that's always nice. Another postcard here, which again, I really love this style. I think it goes well with the pictures and the colors. Here's the title card. This is in Portland, and we didn't spend very long in Portland, but it was quite fun. And then we decided to go down a bit further south to Newport. So this I cut out of a pamphlet that I had. I really like using word stickers in pocket scrapbooking, I'm discovering. It's a really nice embellishment. Whoa, the color just went weird on my video. I don't know why. Okay, it's getting a bit better. And just the stories that I've recorded are really nice. I talked about how we saw this guy throwing his crab traps into the ocean. That was really cool. This card is fun because, again, I cut up a, I'll just pull it out. I cut up a pamphlet, the same pamphlet that this is from, and then just added a layer of vellum on top of it so that it would be toned down a little bit and make a nice title card. So these two pages, because they're sort of more separate places, they don't really go together color-wise, but they still look nice together. These ones I tried to, again, incorporate the oranges on both sides and the same kind of teal blues. So we went to the Newport Aquarium, which was really fun. This page already had this white printing on it, so I just used it as the title card, and I think that turned out cool. So it says Oregon Coast Aquarium. And just the shark tunnel things were really cool. Some jellyfish, a couple filler cards, and the journaling. There's the shark tunnel, as I call it. So this is the photo I took myself, And this is the postcard I got there. I actually like my photo better because this one it's like underwater and it's kind of too white, but the colors go nice anyways, and it says where it is, so that's cool. This again has a map enclosed of the park, and there's our tickets. Here's my husband, and he had such a fun time there. He was adorable. He was just awestruck by all the sharks and fish. Well, I was too, of course, but it was really fun to see him. Okay, again, these pages don't really go together because they're separate stories, but this is a restaurant we went to that we really liked. It's called Ocean Blue, or Bleu, or however you may say it. We had a neat microbrew beer. This striped paper I like to journal on top of. You can still read the black printing on the black stripe, so that's nice. This is the outside of the restaurant, which I thought was so cool. And I thought this was appropriate just because it's at a restaurant. There's more of the food we had. And I think it's interesting because this pattern is something I wouldn't normally use on a 12 by 12, but because it's on here, I don't know, I just am prone to use different supplies that I wouldn't normally, which I think is cool. Here's a lighthouse we went to see in Newport again. So again, from the same pamphlet, I cut out that and put it on pop dots. And this is a piece I cut from the pamphlet. It's a map. This is a filler card. I stamped this background and stamped and cut out this, and it's actually popped up on the outside of the page protector to give it a bit more dimension and tactile, I guess. Oh, these arrows that you see are from my printable that I created, which is on my blog. These pages, again, are separate stories, so not really the same colors. Nothing but blue skies, I love that. This, we went to have a fire on the beach, which was really cool. This is in Astoria, and this is a neat sticker. It just came in one of my camping kits. Same with this weenie roast sticker. This is from my Instax camera. Sorry for all the glare. If you have a better way of filming this type of thing, I'd love to hear any tips you might have. It's hard because I don't want to take them out of each pocket. That'd be a lot of work, but my lighting is just hard. Oh, this is a funny story. So this page is about golfing. It was my first time golfing, and my husband is not an experienced golfer either, so it was quite an event. I put our scorecard on the back of, let me see if I can get it out. Our scorecard is on the back of here, and as you can see, we only made it we made it through 3 holes. We got onto the 4th hole and then failed. So I said we didn't make it very far. We lost all of our balls, and then you can actually see on the map there's a little building right on the edge, which is on someone else's property, and our last ball flew uncontrollably and hit that building. So we are really not good golfers, so we just decided to flee the scene, I suppose. It didn't do any damage. It was a tin roof, but it made quite the noise. So we were actually camping at this golf course, so there's our tent. And here I am winding up for my swing. These feathers and this feather paper is from my free printable available on my blog. This is a transparency here with gold letters that say love, which I really love. How appropriate. And this, I had more journaling to say than what would fit on the back of the scorecard, so I just wrote it all in here. There's my husband winding up for his swing, and this is just a postcard from Astoria, and again I have a map back here of Astoria. we're almost at the end here. So this is in Astoria. There's a column, and it had such an amazing view from the top of the column, and we had a good time there. There we are at the bottom of the column. This is just a postcard. This I adhered on the outside, and there's another beautiful photo. And the last page, this is not by any means the end of our trip. I think I still have over a week left to scrapbook, but this is how far I've gotten. So this is just a few pictures in Astoria, and I just wanted to write about how cute the town was. Here's another postcard, and the cool buildings we saw, the market we went to. This is on the outside again. So yes, that is my pocket scrapbooking. I am still new to this, but I am loving the pocket scrapbooking. I just think it's really fun to do, fun to cut up little papers and put them all together. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.